Hey, Ryan here with Thanks.io. Up on the screen, I have a letter that's going to be sent out using some of our new AI handwriting. You can see some of the crossouts in here for realism mode, which is turned on. You can keep that on or off. This particular letter offers business owners investment property help and services. So it's basically if you're currently thinking about finding a new location for your company, or if you'd like to see my current list of hot buys in the area, properties that I think are a good deal for buy and hold or fix and flip, feel free to get in touch. It's got a QR code on there as usual with Thanks.io. And then this is a custom letterhead that I designed in Canva, and it's going to local business owners. So I want to kind of back this up and show you the different components of a letter like this and how you'd put this together. And we'll start over here on the left side of the dashboard, and we'll start with mailing lists. So if I click in there to mailing list, you'll see that I have this business owners list up top. And the way that that was built was by using the radius search option here in Thanks.io. I went and dropped a pin for the central location around which I wanted to mail. And then in this case, I went and down to the business owners section. So we'll go only businesses. And notice here, I was able to do the property owner's address. So these are known business owners in the area, but it's going to go to their address. I clicked buy mailing list, bought 100 of these for 5 cents a record. So that's $5. So that's the mailing list creation. The second component is going to be the message template. So I went into messages and I wrote out a letter template like so. I chose the realism mode. I chose the ink color. I chose the size. I left that on auto, but I chose a font right here. And you'll see that it wrote the letter out for me. And then I included the QR code right there that gets placed at the bottom of the letter. So that is the message component in Thanks.io. So we have our mailing list, our message component, and then the last component is our image template, which in this case is the letterhead that I created in Canva for this specific offer. Now, if you use Thanks.io's branding builder, you can have it put your name, photo, and have it just be there ready to use anytime you want. But in this case, I went a little more custom. I jumped into Canva and I just designed this really quick and dirty little back of a letterhead with an arrow pointing down toward where the QR code would be, and then this little call to action, scan the QR code to see hot Propertunities now, right there. So that is the third component, the image component. And then once we have these three components together, all we need to do is click on the step-by-step wizard in Thanks. We go down to our send type, which in this case was a windowless letter. I grab that template that I made right here for my letterhead. That's ready to go. I click continue. I grab that message template that I wrote out. That's ready to go. Click right there. That'll spin up for me here in just a second. Boom, there we go. I click save and continue, and now I just go and I choose the list that I want to send to, check that off like that, click continue, and just like that, in just a few minutes, our campaign is ready to go. So if you're looking to generate leads with direct mail, you can go ahead and purchase your mailing list directly in the system. We can even build you custom lists. We've got our message template building. You can even use AI to write the messages. We've got our image letterhead building here, and then it's just click, 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 and it's out in the mail and landing in about a week or so in the mailbox. In this case, we've matched a very targeted message to a very targeted audience, and we can expect to get pretty good ROI. I'd expect maybe a 1 on the very low end, but probably a 2 to 5% scan rate on something like this, in addition to texts and phone calls that I might get. And a best practice, of course, would be to follow up mail like this with a phone call. Maybe in this case with business owners, show up in person at the location and say, hey, I sent you that letter last week. I was in the neighborhood just following up, and maybe have in your hand that list of hot buys and hot opportunities. So if you happen to be in real estate and you happen to like to work the investor niche, this is a campaign you might want to execute. If you want help doing so, just head on over to Thanks.io, shoot us a chat from the dashboard, or email support@Thanks.io. Say, hey, I want to do that campaign or something like it that Ryan was talking about in the video, and we'll help you get going today here at Thanks.io.